Hola amigos, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Lorena for anyone that is new here today. It has been a couple of weeks that I haven't uploaded a video, but there's a good reason for it. For today's video, we're actually going to be reviewing. It's going to be a review because I have tried these products for the past, I'm going to say for the past week. So, but before I wanted to try this on camera, I really wanted to try it before I actually give my thoughts about it. And yeah, without further ado, so I have been wanting to review and make a video about this. We're actually going to be reviewing the new Juvia's Place foundation and concealer, which they look like this. I'm gonna say the packaging it's beautiful. Like, it's very simple, but I have always loved like the aesthetic of Juvia's Place, because I do have some eyeshadows and some blushes from Juvia's Place, so I'm familiar with this brand. So this is why I really wanted to do a review on this specific brand, which is Juvia's Place. So when I saw that they were gonna come out with concealers and foundations, I was very interested, just because I have combination skin. So my T-zone tends to get very oily, but then my the rest it's pretty dry. So it is very hard for me to find a foundation. It's just been a struggle, and I wanted to try this, which is this. So I actually got it in shade 530, if you guys could see that, 530 Ibiza. So I got it in shade Ibiza, which is a very golden undertones. And for the so the foundation looks like this. It comes in a plastic squeezy tube, which I really like this. So I'm not really concerned about the packaging. I really want this foundation to perform. So Juvia's Place website, it says that about the magic foundation. It says, from our 42 extremely formulated shades are globally inspired for long lasting all day. So it is saying that this foundation, it should last all day. I am interested to see if I'm gonna get oily. Well, I have wear it before, but I haven't really paid attention. Like, I have wear it for a couple of hours, but I have not wear it in a long day. So I'm very interested to see what will be the outcome for this foundation. I really hope it's it will be what they say, that is a long wear foundation, because first of all, I love full coverage foundation. And of course, if I'm going to use a full coverage foundation, I really want my foundation to stay all day, specifically because sometimes I have very long days, and I'm not the type of girl who usually powders or retouches her makeup, so I'm just very basic. So I'm very interested to see how the foundation performs. And for the concealer, I got it in shade, if you guys could see, 18. This packaging actually reminds me a lot of my Tarte Shape Tape. This is actually, I think it's just bigger than my Tarte Shape Tape foundation. So that is how it looks. If we open, you will see the applicator, which is very standard. Like I say, I will compare it to the Tarte Shape Tape. So for today's video, I'm gonna use the concealer, the Juvia's Place concealer on one side, and in the other side I'm just gonna use my Shape Tape concealer, just because Shape Tape is my go-to concealer. I have very fine lines underneath my eye, so a lot of concealers, they tend to crease on me. I forgot to mention the foundation, it is $20 and the concealers are $14. So on the Juvia's Place website, under the concealer, it says the new I Am Magic liquid concealer from Juvia's Place, designed to give you a full range of weightless coverage across 24 unique shades, formulated for all skin types. Now, it does not say, it just says that it's a very weightless formula. I don't know if it's gonna crease on me. Like, I really haven't tried this concealer, so I don't know what to expect. I have only tried the foundation, so hopefully this beats my holy grail, which is the Tarte concealer. So, but for the sake of the video, I do want to compare one another, just because, like I said, the only concealer that doesn't crease on me is Tarte Shape Tape, and if this could be Tarte, I will be amazed. But so far, nothing has beat my favorite concealer. I already did my eyeshadow and my eyebrows. I did moisturize, and I did put a little bit of a glowy moisturizer, just because this foundation, it's very matte. So I just wanted to say that I purchased the foundations at Ulta. I actually kind of just wanted to wait until it launches at stores, just because it is very hard for me to find a foundation online, especially because I feel like my undertone is they don't really make foundations with my undertone. I am very olive, but then sometimes when I tend to put olive undertones, I tend to be gray. So the closest I found, like the closest shade to me, even though it is very yellow. So Ibiza, I have shade 530. I really like the fact that they actually divided the colors in different kingdoms. And when I went at Ulta, I was very divided into getting shade 530 or 540, but at the end I just decided to go for shade 530, which is, like I said, like I mentioned, it has a very golden undertone. So this is the foundation, and we're gonna be applying it. So as you guys could see, I have used this foundation, and I'm gonna be real honest, a little bit of foundation goes a long way. Grabbing my e.l.f. sponge, I'm just gonna dot a little bit of foundation. I know it looks crazy, but once I blend it, it pretty much, I was very scared too when I first got it, because I really thought it was a very, like, if I do this, you guys see, it blends perfectly with my chest. It feels very velvety. It does blends very easily too. Yeah, I don't have any issues. You guys see, it's a perfect, I feel like it's a perfect match if I go with my chest. But it doesn't look, I don't feel it too heavy. Like I use the Estee Lauder and I feel like that's more of a heavier foundation. But this is very soft. Even though it's a matte foundation, it's very velvety. I think they describe it as a more velvet coverage. And I had no problems with the, yeah, I don't have any issues blending this. Actually blends very smooth. I still have a part of the I haven't even finished what we put in the beginning, because it is a very full coverage foundation, and a little bit goes a long way. It might look cray like on camera, but honestly, if you look at my chest, it matches perfect. Like that is a true match. Okay, so this is how we're looking. We're looking super pale, but we're obviously gonna fix that. Now, because I have fine lines underneath my eye, I don't like to put foundation underneath my eye and then put concealer, just because I found when I do that, I tend to get very cakey and it tends to crease even more. So I learned not to put anything underneath my eyes except my concealer. So let me just touch it. It feels very velvety. Like it doesn't feel, yeah, it is, it's very velvet. Like it doesn't feel very matte or dry. It feels good actually. It's a little tacky, but I feel it's because the foundation is drying a little bit. We are gonna do the Juvia's Place concealer on my left eye, and I got it in shade 18, and this is how it looks in the inside. So hopefully it works. Camera kind of looks dewy. It is not a matte concealer, that I'm gonna say. It is not very matte or heavy. It looks nice. It's been through a lot, and this is shade medium. So this is my holy grail. And yeah, so definitely the Juvia's Place is weightless. You don't feel it as much as the Shape Tape. It is definitely not as full coverage as Shape Tape. So if you like a full coverage foundation, if you like full coverage concealers, definitely Juvia's Place is not the one, because it's not really full coverage. Yes, so if you guys could see, definitely the Juvia's concealer is a little bit more dewy. The Shape Tape is a little bit more matte. I could definitely see it on the spot. So using setting powder, so I am gonna set. So I am setting. I don't bake, just because my under eyes, they tend to be very dry, and if I do that, they just look, and if I bake, they just look like a desert, literally. So let me just get a little closer. thoughts is that the foundation still feels tacky. Yeah, it's not fully dry or matte. The concealer, I don't have too much high hopes. Let's see how it performs, but it didn't blow my mind. Like, it was not, I don't know, like it just hasn't, it didn't blow my mind. Foundation wise, I feel like, yeah, like the match is perfect. I love it. So I'm just gonna go ahead and do the rest of my face off camera and I'll be right back. So this is how we're looking. Yeah, so the foundation, it did cover, it is very full coverage because I do have some acne scars around my forehead, and I have on this side my cheeks are, they tend to get very red, and I don't see anything coming through. I do see my pores a little more open, so I don't know, in this side more than the other side. Other than that, yeah, it looks pretty damn good to me. But let's see, I'm actually gonna wear this. I'm not gonna do much. I am gonna go out. I'm gonna go to the movies, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna come home late. Currently, right now, it is 3:08. It is 3 o'clock. We're in New York. The weather right now, it says 78. It is kind of humid, so I'm interested to see if this is gonna last through humidity, and I'm gonna do my best not to you know, not to retouch my makeup. This is my highlight, so disregard that. It is I go wild with the highlight, but overall the foundation, I am liking the foundation. The concealer, not too much. And once I come in and once I get home, I'm just gonna give my final thoughts. So far, I'm saying for $20, this foundation is good. We'll see. I still have hopes for it. From far away, I'm really digging this color. Like, this is a perfect match. I feel like this is the first time I have actually got a perfect match. Okay, so we're back. It is currently 11. Okay, so I have been wearing this foundation for the past 8 hours. I am looking tired. I'm very exhausted. It was a very hot day in New York, very humid, and from what I could tell, I am looking pretty oily, especially around my T-zone and my nose. It is, if you guys could see, I am looking a little cakey. The concealer, it did the Juvia's Place side, it creased more than my other side. I don't know if you guys could see that. Around my nose, that's where I really see most of the cakiness. It got very cakey. There's separation. On my smile lines, I really don't see anything. I don't have much of a issue there. As you guys could see, I'm very oily here and a little bit, most of it on the forehead. So I am gonna grab one of these Tarte papers, and we're just gonna see if I could actually, if it works, if we kind of, ooh, you guys could see it there. So that is a very oily, Okay. It is looking better if I do this, but especially on my nose, it is removing some of the makeup. Like here, I could tell like it got better. It kind of made it look a little bit better, especially on my forehead too. So we're gonna try one more time. We're gonna grab another one and let me do my forehead. Yeah, good. You could see that. I know that's gross, but I needed to show you guys. So I am looking better, but let me just take a minute to really make sure if the foundation is stayed put. I think on camera it's looking pretty flawless, but if you guys could see, especially on my nose part, it is looking very cakey and I pretty much don't have a lot of foundation. If you guys could see this, there's a lot of separation. If you guys want like a more affordable foundation and you're kind of not too oily, I feel like this foundation will really work great for you. But if you're oily, it just doesn't hold the oils of your face. I feel like this is not for oily skin. The concealer, I really didn't like it. It creased on me. uh, you guys can really tell, but definitely the Tarte Shape Tape was performed better than the Juvia's Place. But if you just want to support Juvia's, I would definitely will say go ahead and just buy the foundation. It's a foundation that it's not a this foundation is not full day wear. Like I think for a couple of hours, I think within 3 to 4 hours the foundation is good, but once you go above those hours, it tends to, for me, it got cakey. There was separation and I got very oily on my T-zone. But I mean, if you don't mind that, I will definitely recommend that foundation. I will definitely be using it just because I kind of want more of an affordable uh, foundation to use for daily use. And you could use one of these little guys and just retouch, or when you see yourself you're a little oily, you could just definitely just absorb the oils with this. I do not like the concealer. I will definitely not be using it again just because I don't like the creases that it made underneath my eye. I don't like it. And for the foundation, I think the foundation, I'm gonna give it a try. Today was very humid. It was very hot. I was walking a lot. I was sweating, so it did not show that it was sweat proof. So I will assume because I was sweating and my and my I was so I will assume because I was sweating, that's why I got very cakey. But I don't think a foundation should do that. Anyway, so I just wanted to show my thoughts on this foundation. I will definitely say this is not for oily skin, but if you want to give it a try, maybe for you it works differently. You should definitely do it. But for my type of skin type, it didn't really work. But if you're just planning to wear it for like an hour or two, I would definitely recommend it because it holds up. in that it holds up into 2 hours, but after that it just didn't work for me. Like 8 hours, it just didn't work. And yes, I am very tired right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much. I will be coming with a different video next week. Give me a like. If you guys like this video, please share the video, and I will see you guys in another video. Bye.